Gentlemen, a very good evening to you all and welcome back. Thank you for joining us at the day 4 of Lakmé Fashion Week's Digital First Season Fluid Edition. We all just witnessed menswear magician Kunal Rawal's latest showcase of the new age formal wear collection process in collaboration with NEXA. Inspired by the colors of NEXA, the collection was spread over a military shade guard of black, off-white, and grey. It was a stylish fashion statement that not only offered silhouettes, shapes, but also brought together a line of versatile formal separates that had a distinct mismatch possibility. Joining us today are Mr. Jasprit Chandok, Head Lifestyle Businesses, IMG Reliance, Mr. Shashank Srivastav, Executive Director,
Hi.
Marketing and Sales, Maruti Suzuki, the man of the hour, Kunal Rawal, as well as his showstoppers, the gorgeous Sonakshi Sinha and the ever so charming Ishan Khattar. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
I think
Thank
you've introduced the collection bang on. So thank you for
Mr. Chandok, let's begin with you. Thank you for being here. NEXA over the years has become a big part of the Lakmé Fashion Week community. Tell us how this partnership has evolved and all that it has enabled this season.
Yeah, I think the key point about the evolution of this partnership is that even during these times, we are partners today. And I think, I think that's the most important thing. You might be doing events, you might be doing business in fashion. The fact that your partners stand by you, during these times is a true testament to the partnership. So, I think I want to take this opportunity to thank Maruti and Maruti Suzuki and NEXA and Shashank San for their partnership, for standing by us during these times as well. And that's the true measure of our partnership. And, we're glad to bring the NEXA show season on season. It's one of the highlights of the Fashion Week. It's one of the most buzzing shows that we have at Fashion Week. And we continue to hope that this will be an ever-evolving relationship that only grows from strength to strength.
Right, that's lovely. Thank you, Mr. Chandok. Mr. Srivastav, it's always lovely to have you back at Lakmé Fashion Week. Clearly, the core design elements for the collection were inspired by NEXA. How did you find this rendition of the NEXA design language?
Well, I would say it was fantastic. NEXA, as you know, is not just a premium car brand. It's a lifestyle brand. It's about creating lifestyle experiences, which inspire. And in that sense, I think what you just saw was a seamless extension of the premium yet active lifestyle that is embodied by the NEXA values. A style that can be carried off effortlessly, with sophistication, with refinement, while maintaining a very challenging urban lifestyle. And the collection, I thought, was just perfect, something that will resound very well with the NEXA customers because of their shared love for premium and as well as inspiring creations. So very well done, Kunal. And also, I thank Lakmé for this great show that they have put together.
Thank you so much, Mr. Srivastav. And now I'd like to shine the spotlight on the man of the hour, Kunal Rawal. Kunal, your association with Lakmé Fashion Week goes way back. What was it like being back at this platform and in its all-new avatar? That too with a special collaboration with NEXA?
So with Lakmé Fashion Week, my journey has been really long. In fact, I started my journey with Lakmé and the Gen Next show. And from there on, I think, we've tried creating something different, something new, not only with the collection, but also in the way we present. I don't think this season is any different when it comes to that. But first time ever with a green screen, first time ever with a digital showcase. It was, the virtual fittings were slightly challenging, but that very, very exciting to be able to work with the new medium for us, to be able to show our clothes slightly better, because I feel you could go closer to the details and you can't, you don't end up missing a lot of details that you might in a live show. So that was amazing. And talking about NEXA, so in fact, as I've been talking to Nikita, I've been wanting to do the NEXA show, collaborate with NEXA for the past few seasons. In fact, not only past few seasons, from the beginning, when you hear that sexy voice that says NEXA, I've been like, I want to meet this girl. This is the brand I want to collaborate with, because I see a lot of synergy in the way we present. In fact, I had a look at the new S-Cross at the venue when we shot for that one day too. And I think there's so much synergy in aesthetic that I'm just glad that we could do it, and we finally got to do the show this season.
Right. Also, tell us about your new line process.
With this collection, we are bringing focus to our process, which is taking inspiration from industrial and grunge. And with that, we create luxurious products. So even the way we presented, we tried to take you through the different processes that happen, because I believe I am super inquisitive, and I always want to know what the journey and the process is compared to just knowing the final product. So the people we cater to as a label, I would think would be interested in having glimpses of how a garment gets made, or at least have that as an interesting backdrop to talk about this process. Also, what's really exciting for me is that black, white, gray, the NEXA colors, is the inspiration for the collection, but it's an occasion wear line. So I think that made it so much more fun for me, putting out occasion wear, putting out pieces that are relevant to the kind of occasions that modern and young India needs, but in black, white, gray. So that's something I'm very, very kicked about. We managed to put out some fun grays for the first time for evening wear. I think military colors for occasion wear has been a big trend for me. So that is something I'm kicked about. Also the creamy whites and the ever so classic and powerful blacks.
How did Sonakshi and Ishan come to be your showstoppers?
Okay, so there are multiple reasons why we wanted Sonakshi and Ishan to be our showstoppers. I think both of them represent young India to me. The way my clothes and the way occasion wear is worn today is slightly different from the visuals we've been used to associating traditional wear with. Things aren't things aren't super stoic, and there's a certain way to wear it. There's a certain ease. Now that's one of the reasons, but the biggest reason to me for having both of them is that they both have such a strong energy. When you see either of them, you meet them personally. I've known them for quite some time now. They enter a room, and there's a certain energy, that electricity sort of a vibe. And I would like to think that we as a label have that. And that I think is one of the bigger factors for having these two young superstars walking for us for this season.
Right. Thank you, Kunal. Now, coming to the artist muse, Sonakshi, Ishan, we're thrilled to have you here. Sonakshi, tell us what you think.
Thank you so much.
New line process. What do you think of his new line process?
I love it. I also have a fun fact to tell you guys. When I was a fashion student in my third year, when we had to present our collection, so my first ever collection as a designer was black, white, and gray. And these happen to be like my favorite colors to even wear. And I was thrilled when he told me about the collection. I was like, wow, this is going to be fantastic, because I really love his style. He's evolved over the years, and he's always got a certain edginess to his outfits. And that's what I love. I don't like the traditional or the typical, Indian wear, or I always like it to have something different, something unique, something very edgy to it. And I think Kunal really brings that to his outfits, and I was super thrilled to walk for him.
Right. Ishan, what do you think?
I second that completely. I think that Kunal has a very interesting ability to fuse different elements together. And I think you see that very clearly in his outfits. I mean, like she said, they're edgy and yet they're sophisticated, which is, they're not two things you usually, would address together. So there's something about Kunal. Like, again, it was an Indo-Western fusion. The fact that it was black, white, and gray, and yet traditional occasion where, like he's able to mix these things up quite seamlessly, because you don't usually think that these would be ideal combinations. So I mean, but when he told me that he wants to do this show, I was game immediately, because it would also mean it's my first walk with him, and it was just a blast because we're friends, and I was happy to do it, and it was easy and seamless. Somehow it just, there wasn't much need for him to brief me, debrief me. We just kind of knew what to do, and I love the clothes. I think that, like I said, they have an element of edginess, but yet they're suave and sophisticated. So I really enjoyed it.
Perfect. Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Sonakshi, Ishan, Mr. Srivastav, Mr. Chandok,
Yeah.
and Kunal. Thank you for joining us. Right. So first one's from Mr. Srivastav. NEXA has season on season partnered with some very talented designers at LFW. What do you have to say about the NEXA collection that Kunal just showcased?
Well, I think it was everything that you would expect from a designer. In fact, everything and more, I would say. Kunal, I've seen a lot of his collections, and he's known for his premium style, his experimental design aesthetics. So we were actually, after seeing the show, I'm really delighted that we chose someone whose design principle, the aesthetic sense resonates so well with our brand NEXA. If you had seen carefully the freshness of these new patterns, these new forms, the attention to the detail, and think the understanding of what will enhance the individual's personality while being comfortable. And that actually perfectly integrates with the values of the NEXA. So I'm so happy to see that. And I think it's been a great show. I mean, all full marks to Kunal and his team.
Thank you to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kunal, would you like to add on to that?
Well, it's
On your
been.
inspiration?
Sorry?
Also on your inspiration for the collection.
Also on my inspiration, well, we spoke about taking inspiration from industrial to create luxury. And then I had this beautiful palette of black, white, gray. Half my wardrobe, in fact, more than half my wardrobe is in black, white, gray. So it felt it came very naturally and organically. But keeping NEXA in mind, I would like to believe that the collection was slightly more sophisticated. It was a bit younger. We take inspiration from industrial. So all the metallic highlights that you saw are in tones of oxidized. You'd never see something shining too bright or a yellow gold in any of our collections. This is a collection made for occasion wear, catering to the modern needs of occasion wear today. So comfort, versatility, these are strong factors for me. It's always a combination of the voice of the label and what we want to put out there for that season, combined with who's going to wear it, how they're going to be wearing it, and where they're going to be wearing it. So we've launched, the deconstructed jackets, because it just ups your comfort to a big level. You could be at formal functions, look like you're wearing a complete jacket, but it's broken up and you are completely comfortable with that. Or whether it is all our pieces, including the pieces both our showstoppers were, having sweat absorbent linings. So I believe that the inside is the inner, and the construction of the garment is for you. And then the surface textures are the surface textures for what the world sees.
Kunal, also, could you tell us about your experience of bringing about a collection in this time and the challenges that possibly you faced?
Well, this collection and this season is definitely going to be a memory, because it's first, and the positives are, to me, I think it's a very consumer forward approach. We had shop the look and people could buy the look in real time while the show was launching. I think that's absolutely fantastic. And everybody gets a front row. A lot of times in a live show and a live event, the first few rows get to see and catch all the details, whereas some detail or the other gets missed out, somewhere there. But also the number of people at a live event are far lesser. So I think the reach, the viewership is much higher, and everyone gets to see it at the same time. So that is amazing. I love the fact that we could go as close to the garments as we like, because especially for me, my look is slightly more tone on tone, but then there is so much detail that goes in when you go up close to the garments. And I'm glad we got a chance to do that this time. So I'm honestly thoroughly enjoying this format. And I love the concept of fashion films, because films is also a big part of my life. I've been doing costume designing for really quite some time now. So it's both my loves coming together. So I'm super happy. I don't miss having walked out on the runway and catching the live reactions. I think that is one thing I definitely miss.
I think we should give a live reaction to Kunal right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
But we are the team, so can't wait for a combination. That's what I'm hoping. Jaspreet, you'll plan going ahead. A combination of digital and live.
Right. Another question coming in. Sonakshi Ishan, with the festive season around the corner, what is your current fashion statement?
Right now, it's basically quarantine fashion. I'm not sure how big and big we'll be able to celebrate, but of course, I think just to get in the mood, to get in the festive mood, I think I'd really like to get out of this funk that we're in, where we're sitting in pajamas all day long. So definitely, for me, a comfort is of utmost importance, and of course, if something looks really good and is very comfortable, I'm definitely going for it. So of course, traditional wear, Indian wear, for the festive season, but has to be comfortable for me.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, my current fashion statement would be wearing a pair of shorts that nobody will see on press conferences digitally. So I love doing that. I love the fact that we can do this from home. Not complaining, but yeah, I mean, Diwali is always synonymous with traditional wear. So Indian wear, traditional wear. Maybe I'll wear a matching mask to go with it if I step out.
Yeah, masks are a whole new thing. Matching masks.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm sure you'll agree, Kunal's collection with NEXA is definitely going to make stepping out of comfort wear a lot easier.
Yes, it will. It's rather comfortable. She was saying it. I think you'd agree that Kunal stepping out in Kunal's wear will make traditional wear much more easy. And
Absolutely.
Basically, you all can only wear my
Fully
clothes
agree.
throughout Diwali and this festive season.
Come on, send us a whole
send.
Done.
Yeah,
Bola
we'll wear
ek cheez
it.
Would you like to tell us what do you love the most about your show-stopping outfit?
Like I said before, that comfort is of utmost importance to me, and it was really comfortable. Like I was running around in the outfit all day, doing the walk, doing the interviews, doing different things. I had to keep going up and down in the hotel, and I was really comfortable. So something that really looks that good. It was a worker kurta. It fit me really well. It was super comfortable, easy to move around in, breathable. And for me, and it just looks so good. So I think it just covered all the bases. Plus it was black, which happens to be my favorite color to wear. And it had some amazing embroidery work on it. And, it just was amazing. I couldn't find a single fault in it. And the fact that Kunal made it so edgy, in spite of the outfit being traditional, it is a worker kurta, but he paired it with, thigh-high boots. So that just really stuck out for me and brought that element of edge to it. So I really enjoyed wearing my outfit.
Definitely. Couldn't agree more. Ishan, what do you say?
All of those things that she said, she stole the words from me. But to add to that, I would say what I loved about my show-stopping outfit was that it was not just one, but two outfits. And I don't think in a normal circumstance you can really do that. But, with the digital show, that was one of the fun things that we got to experiment with. And I loved both versions of it, both the gray and the black. I thought it was very well fitted. And like she said, breathable, comfortable. We were moving around all day in it. So all of that stuff, yeah.
Perfect. With this, we come to an end for this session. Thank you so much for joining us. For more information on the showcase by NEXA Presents Kunal Rawal, please visit the gallery at the LFW Virtual Hub. We'll see you soon again. Until then, thank you and have a great evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank
you all. Stay safe, guys.
Show must go on.
Okay.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.